Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective or anyone who decides to listen to this message. Let's see what the universe wants us to be aware of, or to watch out for, or to be open to receive. So with that said, let's just get right into it and see what energies that the universe wants to deliver to us. I am going to start off with the Clo cards just to pick up the overall energies that are going around and see what's happening. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day or evening, morning or night. This is a timeless reading. Take what applies. See what's going on. I will say though, energies do feel kind of wonky today. At the time that I'm doing this, we are still in Mercury retrograde. Excuse me. Along that, we are still in the energy of the full moon in Scorpio. So if you kind of feel energies are like really shifting and you're feeling that the vibe is off, you're not the only one. Okay, take these three. All right, that's it for now. Okay, yes. All right, we got a pretty nice spread going on here. All right. Okay, let me address this card first. So for the first Clo card, we have the Maze. And I think this is what I was talking about. Like if you're feeling energies are shifting and the vibe is off, I'm kind of sensing a lot of people are in this Maze energy. There's definitely a lot of confusion going around. It kind of feels like a lot of people are in dead ends, or they keep looping into the same spot or area that they have passed by. Basically like starting from section 1. For some reason, I'm kind of picking up that energy. Just trying to pick out a different direction, but you end up winding in the same spot in the first place. And I can see that it's growing a lot of frustration within a lot of people. Like trying to do things different, but still ending up in the same situation or same environment in the first place. I'm being told for some of you in the collective, this has been done on purpose. Someone does see that you are trying to make progress in your life and trying to adjust or change things in your environment. And there has been this energy where it's just keeping you trapped in the same place. It's kind of like basically if you're in a room and you're like, I'm going to leave, and you walk out the door just to be back in that same room. Kind of also picking up with this Maze card here. It's another Clo card called the Illusion. And I see that some of that energy is kind of playing into this energy. Like making you feel that whatever changes that you have not done anything or gone anywhere because you're back in the same spot. Again, you are doing all the right steps and all the right things. And I would say, even like changing your mindset, that's also being beneficial for you. It is just there is an energy in your environment, or there's a person around you that keeps putting you back in the same situation. Um, I would say, as advice, whatever changes you're trying to do, you have to keep that to yourself, because there is an energy around you that wants to sabotage you. Like one thing I'm kind of picking up is maybe for some of you, you are like trying to get maybe a little bit more sober up, either when it comes to alcohol or like, smoking a little something. And you're just like, I'm going to take a break, or like get my life a little bit balanced out of it. But somebody is like inviting you to like, oh, let's go to the bar. Oh, let's have a sesh, a sesh like spot or something like that. Yeah, there we go. And when they invite you to these things, they bring you into the same environment and same place that you're trying to escape out of. Excuse me. Now, for others, it may not be your friends. I could also see that this is family doing this to you, especially if this is like a, okay. Spirit told me for some of you, you're dealing with a generational curse where it seems like, okay, it seems for a lot of you in the collective, there's a specific generational curse where there's someone in the family that goes and puts down other people to keep them trapped in the same environment or situation that they are in. You have a family member that has been stuck in a certain way or a certain uh brain get it together, kind of stuck in a certain way of thinking or mindset, and they expect everyone else in the family to be in the same. And I see you're trying to be the generational curse breaker, and you're like, but I don't want to do this, I don't want to think this way, I don't want to act that way, I'm going to make changes into my life. And I do see that it is a family member trying to hold you back and keep you in this mace energy because that's all the family has ever known. So they think that this way is the only way, when you are there to show there is more than just one way. And as I say that, I come into the jump card here. This is the energy that I feel a lot of you guys are in. But the issue is, it's like with this jump card, no matter how high you jump, the walls seem to grow and get higher. And you're just like, but what the hell? Like, I know I have the ability to jump. I know I have the ability to leap. What's it called? Like a lot of you know you have this energy where you can actually jump, like, is it called jumping time frames, or skipping time frames or something like that. Like basically you know what you can do, you can get ahead a lot quicker. But in this environment you see that it is like growing and shifting. I remember, okay, so with the claw cards, it comes from this anime and manga series called Captor Sakura. And with this maze card here, the thing that goes on with this maze card here is that after a certain time, the maze will shift. And if you think you're making progress, the maze will change as you're in the maze, and then you have no idea like where you are anymore. So I kind of feel like that is what's happening. Anytime you make progress with whatever gifts or talents or abilities that you have, your energy gets warped, or your environment gets warped, and then you're back to like being confused. Am I 2 steps forward? Am I 2 steps back? But or at least spirit needs you to know that no matter what changes are going on, you still have divine gifts and talents and abilities that are going to help you get out of this maze card here. But I see it's gonna be like, I kind of feel like what's going on with this maze card here, for you to use this energy, it's not for you to exactly get out of the maze yet. I think you need to use this jump card to go and find the core of the maze. What is it that is causing this energy to always shift and change? And that's when you have to take a look at the people and the energies that are around you. Maybe for some of you, like another energy that was picking up, it could be your spouse or your partner that is putting you in this maze energy. I'm getting the sense of like heavy gaslighting. And like, but I know I can do this, or I have done that. Whatever the case or situation is, this person is gaslighting you into thinking, oh, you don't do enough, or you are being reckless, even though you know you're being careful. Like basically making you doubt yourself. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a lot of gaslighting and sabotage energy going on, because also a lot of people see you as this jump card here. You are a very unique person with very unique talents and abilities. No one quite looks like this is quite a different creature, but it's majestic, it's alluring, it's beautiful, and it can do like very extraordinary things. And that is the energy that you need to remember that you're always going to have, no matter how many times you end up in confusing or lost situations. Because then I have the power card here. And with the power card here, you really must tap into your inner power to kind of basically overcome this mace energy. I also see that with this power card here, it's going to be an energy that spirit is going to deliver to you to help enhance this jump card or whatever abilities that you have in order to get to the core of the situation. Give me 1 second. Because without getting to the core, the energies or the maze or your environments are going to continue shifting. For some of you, when I say the core, my spirit is saying like you need to seek the truth of the matter, the truth of the maze and why it shifts, why it gaslights, why it sabotages, why it manipulates. Like that is the energy that spirit needs you to see. And I think it's also because once you see this truth, there are certain lessons where you're going to be able to learn. And that's when you break out of the generational curse energy. That's when you break out of this manipulative energy. That's when you break out of this sabotage energy, if it's being caused by yourself or by others. But spirit is delivering this powerful enhancement to help you break out of this energy and break out of this maze. And then last, I have the twin card here. And I see for with the twin card here, it's going to be a lot of harmonious balance within your world, within the outer world and your inner world. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Gemini, or you are a Gemini, or you might have Gemini in your birth chart placements. So you might want to take a look at that. But with the twin card here, I'm also kind of picking up on the Lovers card here, where you are being in harmony with, hold on, Spirit, can you please repeat that again? You're being in harmony with your mind and your thoughts and your soul. This is you not taking in sabotage energy anymore, or if anything, putting a stop to it. This is you being more assured and confident in everything that you do. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. I'm also being told with the twin card here, after you find the truth within the maze, your inner child is actually going to be more healed and more balanced within in your adult life. Like I see your adult energy and your inner child energy being in balance and connecting and being more harmonious within each other. Oh, that's very nice, Spirit. I love that. All right, with that said, let's go into more detail with the tarot. I hope you guys are enjoying this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying my content. I would definitely appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. All right, Spirit, I'm using the After Tarot. Let me get a card for the maze. All right, we got 2 for the maze. Okay. Oh, I have the 4 of Wands. And then, yeah, I got the Lovers here. So, okay. Give me 1 second. I do see now going specifically for those dealing with generational curses, this truth that is within the maze is basically been the foundation of, how can I put this, Spirit? This truth or this core of the matter is basically the foundation of what your family was built on, or rediscovering. Hold on, Spirit. Okay, let me put it this way. When you get to the truth or the core of this maze, you're rediscovering the foundations of your family tree or your family lineage, and you're bringing healing to that energy. I see why. Okay, so I see why Spirit does not want you to leave this maze yet. Because in order for you to break this generational curse, You need to go to this core or the truth of the maze or whatever situation that you have been trapped in, and you must bring healing to this foundation. It's kind of like going into your family's tree and going into the roots and seeing like the roots have been eaten up by termites and other little bugs and critters, and you got to tend to those roots. Because now, I'm not saying for a lot of you, you have that responsibility to tend to the roots, but you at least have the responsibility of exposing the roots and exposing the truth. And through there, that's when certain healing can come in. You already have done your part, and you can leave, as you will. We all have free will. We can do whatever we want with it, but we do have certain responsibilities to carry out. But for some of you here, you are here to help heal the family lineage. Maybe for some of you, you are just exposing the truth to the family, and whether they want to believe it or not, that's on them. But you have done your part to bring healing and harmony to this generational, not generational, but to this lineage, to this bloodline that you are in. Now, aside from the generational family issue, for a lot of you, again, if you go and discover this truth within this maze, within this situation, it's going to help you reestablish your foundations within yourself and bring healing again to your inner child, to your mind and body and soul. I also hear you're going to be bringing healing to the connections between you and the divine. Maybe for a lot of you, you have felt like divine has forgotten you, or that faith and belief is just made up. And I understand. I understand because sometimes a lot of us, we go through a really, really dark period of time where we question our faith, whether we question, is God really with us? Is God even listening to us? But if you go through this maze and you find the truth and realize what this truth means to you, however you see fit, it's going to help bring healing and reestablishing your connections between you and your divine, you and your ancestors, you and your beliefs. Because I do see one of the archangels here is like, we're here for you, but how can we connect to you if you're not connecting to us? So in order for you to do that, you must find your truths and heal them. All right, let me get for the chart. Yep, 2 cards again. All right. So I have the Six of Pentacles. I mean, not the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Cups, I mean. And I have the King of Wands here. This has been an ability or energy that you have had since childhood, that had made you stand out in your own unique way and presence, especially with this King of Wands. Like usually we're like when we were children, it's like we felt like we had like all the power in the world. Maybe for some of us we felt like we were Goku. Maybe for some of us we felt like we were Sailor Moon. For some of us we had embodied that power of like the Power Rangers or stuff like that. But whatever the case is, it was already established as a child that you possess a unique energy and ability within you, and you took ownership of that. Maybe with this jump card here, Spirit is trying to remind you of that childhood energy that you were in before, when you felt impenetrable, stronger, ready to take down the evil forces that was causing havoc in humanity. Feeling like just because the world was big and you were small doesn't mean that you were not capable of changing it. This is the energy that the divine is trying to get into, trying to, I guess, maybe reinforce into you, that no matter how big your troubles or your issues are, you still possess the energy to overcome and to put a stop to it. Whether it's in your family, whether it's in your friendships, whether it's in work, or whether it's in your relationships, You have a unique energy and ability to use in whatever situations to overcome and be triumphant and being confident in that energy. Now, let me receive something for the power. Carrot for the power. Ooh, beautiful. So under the power, I have the Emperor card. This is now, this energy that I see here as an adult, you really embodying the power and energy that you had in your childhood and applying it into your adulthood now. Now that you've had the experience, now that you know how to discipline and navigate yourself through certain situations, you are a master of strategizing and dominating energies within your environment and in the 3D, but making sure that you are doing it out of a place of pureness and innocence and power from your childhood. It's like basically making you have made a promise to your inner child to remind them that, I have not forgotten you. I have not forgotten your power and whimsicalness, because it has helped apply to my wisdom and tactics as an adult now. Excuse me. I also see with this power and the Emperor card that once you find the truth in this maze, this is the energy that you are elevating to. This is the energy that you're embodying and that you are like co-creating and bringing balance. That's why I kind of like it with this twin card here. You're taking the whimsical energy of your childhood and you're bringing it into the practicalness of adulthood. And probably it will come into the like form of like, oh, why you, what's that saying? Like, why are you playing video games? You're an adult now. Like, no, yes, I'm an adult, but that doesn't mean I have to give up the things that I liked as I was a child. Like, I enjoy, playing my Xbox. It brings me, it brings me comfort. It brings me closure, helps me distress after a long day of work or dealing with issues. Also sometimes I'm being told too that a lot of answers do come within video games. Sometimes, like, the way some people be writing stuff does bring inspiration to others in their life. Going back to also like with cartoons and stuff, there are a lot of deep messages that do help children overcome certain things in life. Like, or realize certain things in life. Like, okay, I remember, like, I was thinking about this cartoon the other day, Rocko's Modern Life, and I remember Heifer, the fat steer. He got sent to hell, and the funny thing was, when I was watching it, I was like, oh no, he went to the bad place. And then, surprisingly, his grandmother was there. And then the way she was kind of talking about heaven, she was like, you think I want to be up there with all of them Santa Clauses? And then proceeds to spit up in the air. Like, it made me realize, oh, I kind of have to like remember that bad people will go to bad places. I don't know. It was like a weird lesson that I was like, I guess, learning about like my whole internal like process of like what good and evil looks like. And I think from basically in my experience from watching that, it was like some people are aware that they have done bad things and they will pay the price. It's kind of like with those cartoons, you are learning like really, really deep lessons and applying them to yourself on how you want to live life or go about life as you're growing up. Still applies to when you're adult. Sometimes you're watching a cartoon and it reminds you like, oh, what's a good cartoon that is like really getting people in their in their feels and like healing their inner child? Bluey. And I have to say, like, I saw like one or two episodes of that cartoon and I'm like, oh my God, this is beautiful writing. Like, they get it. So it's like, yes, these things are for children, but that doesn't mean we have to stop healing our inner child, especially when our inner child had went through a lot of like trials and turbulences. Anyway, let me stop talking about the cartoons. But going back to this power and the Emperor card here, again, once you start reestablishing this foundation and bringing up the truth and healing within that situation or circumstance that you're going through, you are going to be gaining this power and outlook. So let me grab for the twin. What do you want the collective to know about the twin? And I would say, after receiving this power and Emperor energy, once you receive this upgrade, no one is going to be able to sabotage you. No one is going to be gaslighting you. And no one is definitely going to be manipulating you, because you're going to stand in your power and in your truth. And no one is going to make you question or talk down or give you doubt about it. Okay. Oh, what a beautiful way to end this section. We have the Sun card here. And again, you see with the twin here. And then we have the two, come on, fingers. We have the twin, and then we have these two babies. This is, again, you healing and connecting to your inner child and you connecting to your adult energy. Or it could be like your inner child connecting to other energies that are young around you. For some of you, you could have children. Maybe this is you also healing your inner child through your children by, engaging in activities and doing things that helps them grow and helps you heal. Again, this goes back to like the adults or the parents watching the Bluey cartoon, like realizing that their children are enjoying the cartoon, but they're also receiving healing and insight from watching that cartoon and bringing, peace and realizations and learning lessons through that. Now, you don't have to sit down and watch Bluey, of course, but you can definitely, like for some of you that do have children, you might, want to take a sit down and watch some of the stuff that they're watching. You'd be surprised the type of energy that you can learn from when you're with your child. Maybe for some of you, you just need to hang out with your children. And by the way, this doesn't have to be like your child that's like 4 or 5 or 6. This could be your adult children. Don't think that your adult children don't miss like doing things with their parents. I'm being told like for some of you, you might have had a child that, grew up coming with you to, I don't know, going to like the grocery store or the bodega and getting stuff together. Maybe they kind of miss the energy of doing that with you. Maybe for some of you, it's just simply going to the park. You and your child remember going to the swing set and pushing. Maybe for some of you, need to take a little trip to the park again with your older child and, just, make them feel like, hey, I still love you. You're still my kid. Don't think that because you're an adult, I'm going to, I'm going to treat you a certain way, but still at the end of the day, you are my child. But I do see with the Sun and this twin card here, it's definitely bringing a lot of more healing and happiness and good energy to your family or to yourself. Now, for some of you that may not have children, this is again bringing more harmony into your inner child and your adult energy, where you can be playful and you can be whimsical, but you're also very focused and determined and disciplined in whatever situation you're trying to overcome and achieve. But I do see with this, like the way this spread is happening, whatever energy that you feel you've been trapped or you've been going in circles, you're definitely going to be dissolving this mace energy. Boy, I'm super thirsty. Sorry, you guys. But yes, I would say don't worry. You feel like you're making circles or you're not making any progress, do not worry. Spirit is going to deliver you the energy that you need, refocus your path, finding the core or the truth of the matter, and bringing healing to yourself and the energies that are within you and around you. Now, let's pull one final card from the Clo to wrap this up. Because I was not thinking this was going to take like 30 minutes, but I don't know, I guess a lot of people needed to hear this energy. Even myself, that I'm also like healing my childhood. This is one of the reasons why I have used the Clo cards in my reading, because definitely Cardcaptor Sakura helped me when I was in a really dark period in my time, and helped me to stay in that whimsical and magical energy that I'm still using to this day. So last, we have the voice card here. So I'm kind of being told a lot of you also need to focus on healing your throat chakra. This could be energies where when you were little, you were not able to speak up on about because either adults have dismissed it or you do not know how to properly word it. With this voice card here, Spirit is letting you know that you have now the power to speak out on the truth and speak out on the energies that have bothered you back in the past, that had kept you trapped. It's kind of like this energy of like the barbed wire being around your throat and not being able to speak because it feels so painful. But you have to remember, you're not like in those predicaments anymore. You're not a child anymore. But the inner child still has that barbed wire around their throat. So you must use your adult voice and bring awareness or speak your truth, even taking action through your voice to start removing all that barbed wire around the throat of your inner child. As you speak more in your truth and you practice being in your power, that energy begins to dwindle and becomes more powerful as you speak up about it. Maybe for some of you, I'm being told like it's going to help dissipate this maze card here, because maybe for a lot of you, the core of the maze is actually you. But what the issue of the core is that you don't know how to bring healing to it. So let this voice card be the first step for you to start bringing healing to the core, to bringing healing to those roots, to bringing healing to the generational curses and energies, or healing to whatever experiences that you have dealt with when you were younger or recently that has made you feel trapped. You have the power, and it's within your voice to break out of this energy and call back your power and being in this Emperor card here. Excuse me. But yeah, with this voice card here, it's definitely going to be the key to really restoring your power, dissolving these walls, and bringing harmony into your life once more, and healing into your inner child. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying this content. I would definitely appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers for coming back to see my messages. I definitely appreciate it, and it gives tremendous support, and it makes me happy to know that my messages are helping those in their spiritual journey. And if you feel that this reading did not resonate, no worries. Feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you to help you along with your healing and spiritual journey. So my collective, or to anyone that's listening to this, good luck. There are good energies and good things that are coming your way. And I do see, as long as you continue working on healing yourself and your inner child, you are going to be overcoming and healing and triumphant and being triumphant. Especially with this Emperor and the Sun card here, I see a lot of strength and a lot of personal power and being in your divinity. Especially also with this Lovers card too, you're also bringing harmonious balance within you and around you. And again, not allowing anyone to sabotage or to manipulate or try to gaslight you ever again. You have the sun on your back, you have clarity in the front, and you're moving forward in confidence. And you're bringing your inner child with you along the way. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.